Hi, my name is Christine.
Hi, my name is Mary.
And we are sisters, and we are the co-hosts of the weekly podcast, Dawson, Cries. If you have not listened to our podcast before, my sister and I started Dawson Cries to give us a chance every week to talk to each other for at least an hour about something that isn't current events or something stressful, something a little more lighthearted and fun, like the crazy goings-on of the Cape Side crew. We are pretty excited tonight because this is our first episode for season 3. So thanks for sticking with us, listeners, if you've been with us since the beginning. We're excited to start off season 3. Episode 1, it's called Like a Virgin, and, you know, virginity keeps coming up over and over and over again in the show. So I was excited to see that in the title when I pushed play tonight. And also, just a quick disclaimer, if you hear any loud banging going on, don't be alarmed, because we're actually recording this on the 4th of July, and fireworks are still being set off. So just pretend it's still the 4th when you're listening and have some patriotic cheer to go with your Dawson Cries episode. So I'm going to hand it over to my sister Mary, who is going to kick us off into our season 3, episode 1 pod.
Wow, this episode was a departure, I thought. We're stepping out of the innocent world of seasons 1 and 2 and stepping into the adult, sexy world of season 3. The characters seem a little meaner, a little coarser, a little more grown up. They're definitely not playing nice anymore. The episode opens in a new way, too. No longer are we in the comfort of Dawson's boudoir, but we are on the bus, going who knows where. Dawson is sitting there with his little blonde locks, with his headphones in, and he's sitting next to a blonde with a pixie cut. She looks like an older, sort of more glammed up version of Jen, and she basically turns to Dawson and is like, "You're drooling." And I thought because he was like looking at her and thought she was hot, but really because he was asleep or something like that. Then she calls him a very heavy breather. Did you know that? What's on your lap? And it's a video of he's watching Risky Business with, again, Tom Cruise, who we all know will go on to be a weirdo husband of Katie Holmes.
Play a pretty prominent role in her life, yeah.
Yeah, right? So he starts babbling on about films, and she just thinks he's adorable. And she's being super flirty with him. And she keeps saying things like, "I run a few degrees hot." And then she says something about how it's good to have a strong handshake because that gives you the advantage in all of human intercourse. I don't know why you would phrase it like that ever in your life, but she does. And it's just very, very flirty and kind of a lot of sexual innuendo happening.
Oh yeah, she is pretty hot. I was like, wow, Dawson.
And confident.
Really, really confident, really hot, really overly sexual. Yeah, it's like Jen to the max, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think the bus, it said Cape Cod on it. And it just struck me now, Dawson's probably coming back to Cape Side from a summer in Philly with Gail.
He is.
Yeah. So that's probably where he's on the bus. I was like, oh, yeah. And then, did you notice the opening credits are different also?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they have, different little shots of them, still with the same Not Paula Cole song, but,
right.
You know, I'm sure if you're not watching it on Hulu, you get the regular song. But, Jen's hair is a little longer. Joey's hair looks a little shorter. You're right, though. I think the characters are a little bit coarser, a little more raw. Especially Pacey.
Especially, I don't like what they did with Pacey.
Yeah. Yeah, he's almost like he's on a talk show or something, a game show. It was, weird energy coming from Pacey.
It's like he's in, a frat house, the way they have him talking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially towards the end, he does have that fratty vibe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the summer has changed our characters a lot. And the first scene kind of after these new credits roll, we see Joey. She's at a dock. She looks like she's gassing up a boat or doing something for a boat. And it's the first day of school. And her boss is late and she's mad because she has to get to school. I feel like poor Joey's always being held up for like some stupid reason. Like someone's always making her late to school.
Yeah.
But her boss looks like a young guy. I was like, do I know him? I was like, no, I don't think I know him.
Right.
So he comes and then like she's like, I gotta go to school, but I'll be back by like 2 or 3 or whatever. And he's like, don't be late. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, he's like, first thing I wrote down was that he was hot, and the next thing I wrote down was that he's a condescending asshole.
How sad. Yeah. How sadly the two are often correlated.
Too real, too real. Oh my God. And then it cuts to Jack and Jen on their first day of school. They're making breakfast at Grams' house. Grams is watching the whole thing unfold and just very slyly says, how long have you two been married?
That was so funny.
It was funny, but it's cute to see Jack and Jen still being there for each other, getting along well under Grams' roof. I was happy to see that.
Yeah. I was also surprised at how, like, they did look like a married couple, how smoothly they all, like, handled the breakfast and, like, they were, like, silent. I was like, It's the first day of school. You gotta at least be, like, a little nervous or say something. But then, no, they got it down.
Right.
Yeah, and then we kind of get introduced in the next scene to this new and not improved Pacey.
Right.
Him and Dawson are talking about the bus girl, and then Pacey kind of pushes him to talk about another girl in Dawson's life, a more important one, Joey Potter, and to kind of check in on like, well, what's your status? What's going on? And apparently they're still over. They're still broken up from the end of season 2, where Dawson kind of spilled the beans on Joey's dad.
Right.
And he went to prison. So they haven't mended that. And it sounds like they haven't even talked over the summer. So It sounds like if they go to school, Pacey's saying, well, Dawson, if Joey looks at you, she's ready to forgive and forget. What will that mean? And Dawson sounds like he's like really moved on. Like, no, it's seriously over. I'm ready to live in the present. I don't want to go back to the old ways. And Pacey's kind of surprised because that's not how Dawson ever is.
Right. That's not a Dawson way. And he says he's new and improved and fresh from Philadelphia.
Oh man, that fresh Philly air. And then I was kind of surprised, but I guess it makes sense to see Mitch walk by, because who else would be in the house? But Mitch moved back in. He's there. And he's off on a new career track with his little duffel bag. He's going to a coaching conference, Mary.
He's a football coach.
Yeah, the Minutemen.
I know. It's like he's referring to himself as a Minuteman. Yikes. I don't think he knows it. Gail's like, I don't want no 1 minute man.
That's a good one.
Oh my God. And then, so I thought it was really confusing because when Pacey started talking about the bus girl, he made it sound, the way Dawson was reacting to it, it made it sound like he dreamed her up. But he didn't. He just fell asleep mid-conversation and woke up and she was gone.
Oh, yeah.
But I, like, the way that it was written, I was like, oh, it was a dream.
I think
it's not a dream.
Yeah, I mean, she is like a dream girl, but no, she's real, I guess.
Well, she's a manic pixie dream girl.
That's
archetype,
true. Yeah.
Which is really annoying and lazy and gets on my nerves, especially when they have other good, like, decent girl characters. I'm like, come on. Do we need this? We don't.
Yeah. I guess this is what was that movie? 500 Days of Summer. I feel like that's when the Manic Pixie Dream Girl thing got started. Like, that phrase got coined.
Yeah. But she still definitely is one.
She is totally one. She's totally one. With the pixie cut and everything.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess I took it as, like, if this is Dawson's ultimate dream girl, how will that hold up against Joey? Because she's, like, his real-life dream girl.
Right.
So I was like, oh, it could be interesting. But, yeah, I mean, no girl is like that.
Right. Yeah, and, like, Jen, meanwhile, is kind of getting harassed by the mean girls.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, Jen Lindley, how was your summer? Host any gangbangs? If I was Jen, I would be like, yeah, you wish you weren't on this. Like, you know, but Jen, instead, she makes a fat joke at her. She's like, oh, I see your lipo didn't take. I was like, come on, Jen, you're better than that.
Yeah.
You know, that was, like, disappointing to me. And then anyway, they have this cool new principal, and he's giving this, like, speech in the auditorium. And Pacey doesn't want to hear it. He's too busy chatting at Dawson about girl stuff. And the principal basically calls out Pacey for it, like, oh, who's that man who won't stop talking and whatever row. Pacey's like, oh, here we go, it's me. And the principal, like, first you think he's going to rinse him, and then he's like, well, you know, what I really want is for you students to start behaving like students. I want you to reclaim your youth. Live, learn, and screw up. Oh, and Pacey, see me on Saturday for detention.
Oh, yeah.
So it sounds like hopefully there's going to be new leadership in the school, which is good because we all know that the Cape Side teachers are at the worst with a capital W. And they could all use encouragement to act like kids because these children do not, I mean, what he says is right. They don't act like kids. They take everything super seriously and they do not ever relax. So, you know.
Yeah.
Could be for the best.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like, I don't know, it's the one time in your life that you can be a kid was when you're actually a kid. So don't let it slip by. I thought it was funny, too, when Pacey called himself Che Guevara. I was like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Pacey.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It was pretty ridiculous. He got, like, a big applause, too. He
got a big laugh.
Pacey,
yeah.
But, yeah, I like that principle. I was like, that was not what I was expecting him to say, but it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. So, I feel like those... I called them, those mean girls, I called them the new Abbies, R.I.P. But it was just like, they all reminded me of Abby.
True. Yeah, you would think Abby would have been in that clique.
Yes, yeah. They kind of had her look, definitely her tude.
Yeah, her tude.
Definitely her tude. Although I don't see Abby as a cheerleader.
No.
She'd be like, no, F that. But these girls, the new Abbies, they're all cheerleaders. And they're doing their tryouts. So they're all at like a club fair, like at the beginning of school where everyone walks around to see which club you want to join. And they have like their little clipboard out for tryouts. And, you know, they're kind of harassing the other poor girls that want to join but are... You know, and need to get lipo or whatever else the mean girls will tell them.
They're making mean fat jokes too.
Yeah. So lovely group. And Dawson and Joey are kind of hanging out at the fair, and Dawson is like, he sees the club he wants to join. It's Club Joey. He's like, oh my God, I want to be in the club. He sees her. He's just like dumbstruck. He's like, Pacey, I can't do it. I'm back in.
He stops straight in his tracks.
Yeah. So he has to run away. They like literally leave.
It's pretty embarrassing.
It's like pretty bad.
It's so surprising because they really are drawn to each other like magnets. Like, I don't believe that they could go the whole summer without talking.
Isn't that shocking?
It's shocking because of the way that the ease with which they want to talk this episode. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess maybe seeing each other in the hallway makes it hard, or makes it, like, kind of force the issue, but, yeah.
Yeah.
So then we have more Bessie. Joey's back at home. Bessie wants to know all about her first day, but wait, she doesn't give a shit about the academics. She wants to know about the romance. She's like, what's happening with you and the D? And Joey's just like, oh, me and the D. Like, we looked at each other across the room. The world stopped. Instantly, I knew that we forgave each other. And we talked for hours. And it's a filthy lie, listeners. None of it happened. She's lying to her sister. I don't know why. and Bessie's like, oh, great, because you're meant for each other. I know it. I'm like, okay, Bessie with the missing husband or boyfriend or whatever, like, you don't know.
Oh, good point. Yeah, Bessie, probably not the best judge. Yeah, I guess Bessie's kind of like a stay-at-home mom now, right? Like,
well, since the ice house burnt down, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Because she's cooking dinner. Like, she has dinner on the table for Joey when she gets home. Like,
oh, yeah, that's sweet.
It was sweet. But yeah, Joey just totally lies. I was like, maybe she's just proud, or this is how she wishes it went down. It was kind of sad, though. It's like, aw, guys. But, so Pacey, I was like, I wonder where Pacey and Dawson went. New broey fratty Pacey takes D.
No, I hate this.
To a strip club. I'm
so disappointed in them.
Yeah, I know. It's like, guys, you're not the Pacey and Dawson I remember.
I know. I'm like, who rewrote you? I don't like you.
Yeah, I think Becca told us, like, there's a new... Kevin Williamson is not writing these two, or this season.
He's not the showrunner anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, noted. I'm really hoping... I mean, Becca also told us that, like, the cast members spoke up and said they didn't like the changes and that it gets better, so I'm hoping that they lose some of this frattiness. Because what makes Pacey so great is when he's, like, emotionally open and not the typical bro that you expect him to be.
Yeah.
So when he's, like, giving in and being that shitty bro self. Like, what was so great about that episode when the guy from New York came is how much they were, like, pretending to want to go to a strip club, but really thinking, like, actually it's nasty and we don't want to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? But here in this one, they're just like, yeah, women are objects and we love it. Like, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, it's like, guys. And Dawson says, he's like, at watching a stripper, he says, I think I'm having a religious experience.
I know, I wrote that, but I wrote you.
I know, it was like Dawson. I was like, I've had religious experiences, but it's like, because I ate some delicious ham. Like,
I knew you were going to say that.
I couldn't not bring this up.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you're looking for ham that will change your world, check out, it's jamón ibérico de bellota. It's a Spanish ham. Ooh, it's so good. I got to plug it, Mare.
You're plugging it for free. It's a free plug.
Free plug. We're happy to do a sponsorship. I'm going to throw that out there.
Yeah, if the Jamon Club wants us to plug them, we will.
I'll tweet at you later. I'll slide into your DMs. Don't worry.
Oh my god. So Pacey is just like, listen, Dawson, at some point this year, you are going to get laid. And I'm like, not necessarily. It's really not a given. Maybe. That's what we've been saying since season 1. So,
Yeah, literally episode 1, season 1.
You can't plan for... It takes 2, you know? The girl wants to lay him.
Yeah. Pacey's like, just predicted it, though. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And then there's a stripper comes over, and all of a sudden, she remembers Dee. She whips off her wig, and it's the girl from the bus.
I was, like, shocked at this. She, like, serves him milk, and then's like, remember me? I was like, oh my God.
But I thought she was a dream. Then I wrote, I guess she was real, but he fell asleep, and she was gone.
Oh, Mary, that's funny.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I'm like, ugh, I hope this Eve thing doesn't last long, because it's dull.
No, I think it's over after this episode, but hey, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So, Dawson's been avoiding Joey again. Pacey's really disappointed in Dawson. And then Dee and the bus girl didn't even hook up. Pacey's disappointed that Dawson and the bus girl didn't hook up. But Dawson did give her his phone number. So, like, I think that's pretty ballsy for Dawson to give a stripper his phone number.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is she a waitress or... Well, she probably a stripper, too. I don't know.
It seemed like both.
Yeah, it did. Okay, I don't really know how it works. But yeah, he gave her his number. I was like, all right, well.
Yeah, and then I wrote, this is a way less innocent season.
Yeah, I feel like last time he had like that long drawn out film conversation with that woman.
Yes.
Did you remember that? Like,
and then he couldn't even kiss her.
Yeah, he was just so...
Because he was thinking about Joey too much. Now he's like sticking money in thongs.
He was so pure. I don't know, yeah.
I'm like,
He's changed. He's putting the dirty in Dirty Doggy Dawson.
He's gone bad.
Oh, man. Yeah, this
and
is
then
like...
I wrote, she's in his living room.
Yes.
Why? ... Why? First of all, how does she know where he lives?
Creepy.
Creepy to the max.
Yeah.
She let herself in. She wants to go on a date with him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like...
Pacey, takes her to the next room. He's, giving her the whole broey disgusting talk. And he's like, go for a ride on Mitch's boat. Immediately, I knew something was going to go wrong. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
In a show like this, you can't steal your dad's boat and expect things to go smooth.
Mary, alright, you have to remind my memory, because I always forget. Didn't one of the characters steal... Didn't Mitch's something got stolen before? Was it a car, or a boat, or a truck?
I feel like it was Pacey stole something.
Yeah, oh, okay. Maybe Pacey took his dad's, or his brother's.
Car.
I don't remember.
That was the night of the murder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like that truck. The Jeep. Yeah. Oh, the Jeep. Remember? He was like something say yeah or whatever. That was terrible.
Yeah. Everybody say yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I guess he turned out okay with that, but no, Dawson.
It's gonna go poorly, and we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's cheerleading tryouts. Christine, you got to hear she's coughing.
Sorry, listeners. I'm drinking tea. I'm getting over it. I have my old man cough.
Uh-oh. So, listeners, and Christine, we got to hear a little bit of the Paula Cole song because
Mary,
one of the girls at cheerleading is doing a parody of it.
I was so excited by that.
Me too. She was like, I don't want to wait for this game to be over.
So cute.
And it was very funny, and I wanted to see the whole thing. I was really mad that bitchy girl was like, put a stop to it.
Yeah, that air horn, I was like, that's rude.
I know. She was really rude. And then they were really nasty to her. They were dunking on her.
Yeah, she got rinsed, as you'd say.
She got rinsed.
Yeah, not fair. Really not fair.
And then Jen takes the stage.
Oh, man. Jen acting like a true Che Guevara.
Yeah, she gives a beautiful speech all about how Belinda is so rude. And she's all about the clickiness. And she's going to wake up in 25 years and be miserable and be a suburban wasteland. And she's going to be a mindless, soulless, spineless wench when she gets older.
Wow.
And literally everyone starts clapping, including the other girls judging the tryouts. So Belinda's friends.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah. Even they were clapping.
That makes sense later, but wow. Yeah, she got like a standing O for that speech.
I know. Everyone was thinking it. She was speaking truth to power.
Oh, Jen. So powerful.
Yes, Jen.
Yes.
Oh my God. And then Joey's boss walks in on her while she's changing, and he's creepy.
Yeah, this is not Dawson. Yeah, this is not the show. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was like, gross.
Yeah. All right.
And then he's like opening sodas and like staring at her boobs.
Yeah, he was really being totally inappropriate. I gotta say...
this guy's like a pedo.
Yeah, gross. Cape Side, alright, y'all have to start using locks because, like, people are just walking in and out of your places.
So true!
Right? I was just...
So true.
Oh, my God. The bus girl, this random boss ass, just, like, terrible.
Boss ass!
Boss ass.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Joey's got to get a new job because that's not going to work out.
No.
All right, so...
She's being sexually harassed.
Yeah, me too. Time's up. Get out.
Time's up on this boss ass.
Time's up on the boss ass.
Oh, my God.
Get him arrested.
Oh, my God. And then Dee's out on the boat. He's out on the water.
Oh, yeah.
This Eve girl's like, take off your shirt. Girls gone wild. It's like ridiculous. It's insane. And he's like, I can't. I'm scared. And she's like, I'm scared too. Fear makes everything worthwhile. I'm nothing but a fantasy of your creation. It's so gross.
Yeah. Dawson doesn't even know her name yet. That's what she says. The fantasy of your own creation. Crazy.
It's weird. And then she's like, slow down. Slow down your boat. And then she asks if he's a virgin. I mean, where have we heard this before? And then Dawson's like, what comes before a virgin?
That was hilarious.
And I was like, what? And then she's like, everything but. And I was like, does that mean he's like gotten blowjobs? Like,
well, she's about to.
yeah, that's like what she's about to do to him.
Yeah.
Because she's like moving down the waist. But I was like, does that mean that's what he's done? I don't know.
No, I feel like he was saying like he's like even less experienced than a virgin. Like,
oh!
I think he was being self-deprecating. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's just being coy and sexy because that's what she does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically it seems like she's about to, do the D on him. And then finally he's like, what's your name? And she says Eve. And he's like, ooh, that's a biblical name. And I'm like, ew, Dawson, that would get you off. And then, of course, when she starts moving out of the frame, he crashes the boat into Joey's new job, because of course.
I know, this is ridiculous.
Ugh, insane. Oh my god, what a mess. And it's going to be $3,000 worth of damage.
Right, yeah.
Oh my god, and then there's so much tension on the dock, because, like, the boss ass is like, you know this moron? And Joey's like, I thought I did.
Ooh.
And he's, like, looking all sheepish, probably has a semi-erect boner going on. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And then Eve's like, oh, it could be so much worse. It's mistakes that keep things interesting.
I like your Eve voice.
Thank you. And Dawson's like, it's your fault I crashed this boat. And she's like, stop living from the neck up.
Yeah.
And then Dawson's like, pulling out his philosophical shite. And he's like, no, a man's character is his fate. And this just isn't me.
Yeah, Dawson's like, I'm a good boy.
I'm nothing but a good boy.
Eve's like, well, I just want to have fun.
Exactly.
So they're not going to work out.
They're not going to work out.
Man. Jen got some good news, though.
Did she?
Well, no, but Jack thinks it's funny. But
yeah, Jack thinks it's funny.
I think it's good news for the show.
You do?
Yeah, I'm excited to see. So she's walking down the hall with Jack. Everyone is like, Jen. And Jen's like hating it. She's like, oh my God. Yep. Jack's like, what's going on? Jen's like, ugh. He's like, what happened? Did you become popular? She's like, worse. She opens her locker and pulls out the very coveted golden pom-poms with the rhinestone handles.
Yeah.
So she's not only been made a cheerleader, she's been made head cheerleader.
But I was like, why doesn't she just say no? It's the sort of thing you can be like, I changed my mind. I don't want it.
That's true. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she could do that. I don't
it's
know.
not like she signed a contract or something.
She's like, the people will revolt without their leader.
Kind of, yeah. She's like the new president.
Yeah, she is kind of.
Oh my God.
It's funny. I want to see what Jen does with the role.
Right.
Could be interesting.
Could be interesting. But then we find ourselves back at Joey's house, and she's finally telling the truth to Bessie that things are not peachy keen between her and the D.
Yeah.
And again, we've thrust Joey in a situation where she's jealous and in a competition with another girl, which I don't love.
Right.
And she's like, ugh, she's everything I'm not. She's blonde. She's wild. I can just tell. And I'm like, oh my God. Why?
Yeah, even Bessie, though, was like, well, you've been in this position before, and it didn't work out so great.
Right.
So, yeah. But that's true. Yeah, Joey's kind of always in this pickle.
Right.
But yeah, it's kind of clear, like, she wants the D back badly.
Oh, she wants the D.
She wants that D. Eve is back again. I kind of thought, like, after she said, well, I want fun, she was going to be out of the picture. But no, she's back, and she has a $400 in an envelope that all the strippers collected for Dawson.
This is so unrealistic.
Yeah, it is pretty unrealistic. And no less, it's sweet.
It's like, screw that rich white boy.
It's weird, yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
He can afford to F up. But Dawson's like trying to play high and mighty, like, oh, I can't accept it. I don't want it. Thank you, but no. And Pacey sees a pair of Ray-Bans,
Oh my God.
puts them on, checks himself out, and is like, oh my God, I know who I remind myself of. You hear the Risky Business piano music playing.
Yep.
And he basically morphs into Tom Cruise and has this crazy idea to have a stripper party. And,
Insane.
you know, let all the horny teenage boys of Cape Side pay $20 a pop and get that money to pay off the boat.
But I was saying, $20 a pop is not going to get you $3,000 unless you're having a rager, which we see that he does. But like, damn, that's a lot of people rolling through.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 150 boys.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's too many high school boys.
That's too many. He's going to destroy the house.
Yeah, there's no way they could all fit. You have to leave space for the strippers too.
Right. But it's also like they're all going to get real rowdy and destroy the house. But also, why on earth should these strippers work for free? For you.
Yeah, they should be at least given $60 a day.
Oh my God, more than that.
I'm just kidding.
Get naked. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it does not seem like there's anything in it for them.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, they should... hopefully they're getting a cut. But that was not discussed. No, it wasn't discussed.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Again, I was just like, ugh, I hate this whole mess.
Yeah. But it was funny when the party starts because, like, all the boys in line are wearing the exact same clothing. Like,
oh, really?
They all have on, like, the same blue shade of shirt. It's just, like, ridiculous.
Oh my God,
I was like, is this on purpose? I guess.
Probably, yeah.
It was weird. And I was thinking, too, like, all this craziness, Grams must be losing her shit. I was just like,
yeah,
oh my
true.
God.
Because she can see them, right?
It's right next door. Yeah. But I guess they conveniently forgot, or maybe Grams was out at church at the time. I don't know.
In the stripper party.
I was just like, oh my God, Grams.
I mean, it also was like so blatant. Like,
yes.
you think people would like call the cops or something.
Yeah, like, where's Pacey's dad rolling up? Like,
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Shut this down.
He's pretty on the beat.
Right, I know. So got Cape Side covered.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Dawson is, like, a bit overwhelmed, though. He's like, I have to go lie down. He goes up to his bedroom. It's, like, quieter in there. Flops on the bed. And then he hears, of course, Joey's voice. I was like,
what is she doing in there?
Oh, my God. I knew she would be in there. I was like, I bet Joey's going to be in this room.
I kind of can't believe it because they weren't even speaking before.
Well, it's like totally ridiculous. It's like lazy. It's like, oh, Joey's always in his room. Let's put her in there.
But it's like, why would she go to his room?
Yeah, why? Especially with all that like party going on, I feel like Joey would be like,
after 3 months of not going to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't buy it.
It was too convenient.
I was expecting Eve to run in during this heart to heart and try to bang him.
Oh, I was like, that might happen. This could be a little.
Yeah, I was thinking that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But basically, Joey's just like, listen, I'm sorry about everything. I was wrong to lash out at you. And he's like, well, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you tell me that sooner? I've been spending the whole summer thinking you're mad at me. She's like, well, I was ashamed. And she's like, oh, like, who's Eve? And he's like, she's really no one. And Joey's like, well, have you missed me? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, I missed you. And then he's just like, but things aren't the same anymore, Joey. And she's like, it's a new year. Things can be different, and they can be better. And then she takes her top off.
Oh, man.
It's like, what the
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. D is like, no. Like, stop.
Yeah, it's like, no, put those away.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, this is not you. You're a good girl. I'm a good boy.
Oh my God, yeah, right?
It's so weird.
And she's like, I can get sexual too.
Oh, man.
I can be sexual, Dawson. And he's like, no, not now, not like this.
Mm-hmm. And then Joey kind of goes off on, like,
she snaps.
Don't blame me for your sexual inexperience, and, like, kind of virgin shames him a little bit.
But she's also like, oh, you should, I hope you're not delusional enough to think that this is me trying to get back together with you. And it's like, what? Like, obviously it is. You're taking off your shirt.
I was lost with. I was like, this is like a bad new writer. Like, I was like, I don't understand. The only thing I did get was like after when Joey was like, because she'd done this in previous seasons where she felt like inadequate or something. She's like, well, what's wrong with me? And Dawson's like, well, Joey, it's not you, it's us. Like, we don't work together. Like, our relationship, you say it'll change, but it's not going to change. And then Joey's kind of like, oh, so what? You love me, you just don't want me? And it's like, ugh, like, I've been there personally. It's not fun. That's like a tough...
No.
But it's true, kind of. It's like, in those kind of relationships, it's like you try, but sometimes it just can't work. Sometimes it just can't. It's so sad.
I feel like there has been lust between them. I feel like they just haven't done the emotional work, you know, to feel safe together.
Yeah, because it's a shame to, like, throw away. They have a really good relationship.
And they do want to get it on, but in the past, Joey's been like, no.
Yeah. I feel
like when the emotional stuff is good, Joey is afraid that sex will make it bad. And when the emotional stuff is bad, Joey wants to rush into the sex to, like, try to fix it. But then Dawson doesn't want to do that. So it's like, it's just the timing's never right.
Oh, I think that's actually really true. Yeah. And that's what they talk about a lot is, like, timing.
Right.
They just can't get in the right sync. It's so sad.
It is extremely sad.
Oh.
And, I mean, I'm glad Dawson has the clarity, though. He's like, I can't go through this again. I can't do another year like last year, or there will be no love left between us, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, is there any love now? And Dawson's like, yeah. And then that's when she says, so you do love me, you just don't want me. And then she just leaves, you know? I mean... But it's like, would you want to have sex with someone that didn't speak to you for 3 months? Like, no.
I know. No. Yeah,
they have to talk.
They haven't talked at all about the dad. They haven't talked at all about where they stand.
Sex would make everything worse. Of course it would.
Well, yeah, then I feel like Dawson would feel guilty and Joey would probably feel used and just be like...
Yes, it would be a disaster
if they had
sex that night.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, crazy times.
And then the party is raging on.
Oh, it is. They've made their quota. They have Pacey announced. I don't know why. I was like, Pacey, don't tell everyone how much money. Like, that seems dangerous.
That's true.
You know, I was like, oh, Pacey might not want to advertise.
You're gonna get robbed.
Exactly. Yep. Like, everyone knows. All these strippers know you don't lock the door now. So.
Right.
But he's announces to the entire party they have 3,000.
Well, I was thinking the other boys were going to steal it.
Or the boys, yeah. I mean, anybody. Anyone with a brain.
Right.
Easy money. And no conscience. I'm not condoning stealing. But yeah, he's like, they have $3,162. And then instead of making more money, Pacey's like, let's just open this up to the public. Like,
it's like crazy.
It's like a madhouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And also, like, they're going to break more shit, and then they're going to have to do another fundraiser.
It's a vicious cycle.
They're going to have to clean the carpets. You know, they're going to have to do all sorts.
I know. Yeah, you know something's getting broken.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
And then Eve wants to take Dawson somewhere, but before Dawson goes with Eve, he starts talking to Pacey. Pacey's like, oh, yes, the Madonna or the Jezebel. And I'm like, Pacey, you're making me sick.
I know, I was, like, annoyed by that, too.
I'm like, dude, no, it's not. They're both two humans.
Right.
But we went through all this with Jen, again, where we learned this lesson. And I'm like, come on, guys.
I know. Like, move past it. I thought you're juniors now. Act like it.
Yeah, boom.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, Dawson, it sounds like he made up his mind about Joey, and he tells Pacey kind of like, it's just not going to work out, but I'm worried about her. Like, she needs someone because she's going through a lot, so will you watch out for her for the next few days? And Pacey's kind of like, Dawson, come on. Like, don't make me do this.
I don't want to.
Yeah. But... he's Pacey, so he agrees, and I don't know, Mary, I feel like we're being set up.
Oh, yes. It feels like we're being set up for a Pacey Joey romance.
Yep. We'll see how Dawson feels about that one.
Oh, it's going to be explosive. So, Eve borrowed her boss's boat. But, ding, 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 Mitch is home early.
Oh, shit, always. Oh.
And he's looking pissed. He's like, Dawson! Screaming. And, like, oh my god, Eve's like, come on, like, just come with me. You're one step away from the rest of your life. Get in. Nothing will change between now and the morning. I was like, a lot's gonna change. Because Mitch is gonna, like, call the police because you're missing. And he'll be going out of his mind angry.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Eve is like, she's really playing up her, like, she's like such a juicy red apple. Like,
yeah.
Really in this scene. Just trying to, tempt him away from his troubles, away from the boat, or away from the house on the boat. And I liked how Dawson, after she asked what's going to change, Dawson's like, nothing. Well, maybe me. It's like, oh, Dawson.
He's going to lose his V.
Yeah. He was like, I could do this, or I could be a good boy.
Yeah.
And we know what he
loves
chooses.
To be a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. So Eve sails off down the creek without Dee. And Dee has a moment of like, ugh, I lost her. I lost my chance, but...
For now, she'll probably come back tomorrow.
I know, I was like, alright, this might be the end of her, but she does keep kind of popping back in, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And then Pacey boats up to the dock.
Oh, so cute. Yeah.
And he's like, listen... Well, Joey, like, plays all like she doesn't want Dawson or Pacey to come onto the dock, but of course he does. Mm-hmm. He's like, listen, Dee did the right thing. You guys really need to be apart right now. And she's like, what do you know about it? And he's like, oh yeah, how could I know? How could I know how hard it is to let someone go because the timing is wrong? You know, it's really sad because obviously, you know, they have been in the same situation because Pacey lost Andy. And Joey starts crying and she's like, oh, of all the people that see me like this, it had to be you. And Pacey's like, listen, it's a new year. Who knows? You and I might even become friends. And Joey's like, Pacey, please, I'm upset enough as it is. But, like, I thought they already were friends. This keeps happening where they act like they're not friends. Like, they are.
Yeah, they're like frenemies. It's weird.
They are friends, though.
They are friends, yeah. It's funny. I like it when they fight. I feel like Pacey's really into the girls that fight. Like, Andy was so combative at first.
Right.
With him. So, if he and Joey have, like, a flirtatious fight, ugh. Right. I like to hear him talk about Andy, though, because it reminded me that he is a sweet boy and not, like, a new fratty bro.
I know.
It's like, I miss that, Pacey. Yeah.
Me too.
But, yeah, Mare, I don't know. I feel like the writing's on the wall for a Pacey-Joey love fest.
It feels that way, yeah.
Yeah. And if Andy comes back in the picture... Might be more drama there, too. That's
going to be a mess, yeah.
Buckle up. I'm excited to see how the season plays out.
Me too. And, I mean, Becca was also saying that the end of the season, everyone loves the end of the season so much. So.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was an entertaining episode, but definitely different.
It was entertaining, but it was also disappointing.
Yeah. It was different. I don't know. We'll see what the next episode brings. But Mary,
yeah, we'll see.
You gotta update me on your dares from last week.
So you gave me a few dares, one of which was old friend. And I definitely said it. I think you said that I said it at my birthday party. I was kind of drinking, so I don't really remember saying it, but you said that I said it.
You did say that you said it.
I'm going to believe my drunk self that I said it. But also, I had a screening party of my web series the other night, and I definitely said it about my friend that was there. It's like, this is my friend, old friend, and then we just kept saying old friend over and over again.
Oh,
so
really?
I definitely said it.
Mary, excellent work.
Thank you.
Excellent work. I'm very proud.
Thank you.
I'm sad to say I did not do my dares.
Christine, I'm disappointed in you.
I know. Well, these are a little tough. Like, some situations are too tragic to have a hero. I wanted to say that, but it didn't happen. Your situation isn't mine. And legal. And certain circumstances love cannot overcome. Yeah, I didn't say any of that.
You had 4 options.
I had 4. I know, it was weak.
That was weak.
Not my best week. But not that surprising. In all honesty. But I don't know, Mary. Let's see what this week brings. Maybe I'll surprise you and say a dare.
All right. Well, I've got 3 options for you this week.
Nice.
Which is pretty standard.
Yeah. What do you got for me?
Okay. So the first one is, I don't know who is the bigger mystery, me or you?
Oh, that's an Eve quote.
It's an Eve quote.
Okay.
The next one I have for you is a Dawson quote.
Oh.
It is, a man's character is his fate.
If I'm getting philosophical.
Yep. The last one I have for you is another flirty Eve line. I run a few degrees hot.
Oh, I loved that line.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, you can say it because we're in the middle of a heat wave, so.
Oh, thank you. That's true. I don't have to be like a mega flirting to do it.
No.
All right. Bigger mystery, a man's character, a few degrees hot. Hopefully I say one of these. These are pretty good. Let's see what I have for you, Mary. Gotta look through. Oh, I'm going to give you one from The Principal. This is, we live in a different time.
Ooh.
I know, I was like, oh, we do. Principal, you don't even know.
Yeah, right?
Just you wait. I'm going to also give you a D quote. I think I'm having a religious experience.
Okay.
Which I've said many times, so hopefully you can too. Let me see. I have written down a lot of quotes this time.
You did or you didn't?
I did.
I did too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you this one. This is a D quote. This is a little too high in the too good to be true category.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said that about Eve. They did kind of keep playing up that she was a fantasy though.
Right.
Like over and over and over. So but she was real.
I know, I kept expecting her to not be real.
To not be real, yeah. But no, she's, I guess, real.
It's the too good to be true category?
Yeah, let me see. The quote is, this is a little too high in the too good to be true category.
Got it.
It's kind of a D tongue twister.
D with the tongue twisters. And Pacey with the run-on sentences.
Oh my god, yes. Oh man, it's like speaks in paragraphs, but...
Good times.
Yeah. All right, listeners. Well, hey, thanks for sticking with us for season 3. We really do love and appreciate you so much. So exciting to interact with you. If you're listening, you've been maybe a long-time listener, and we haven't heard from you, feel free to reach out. We'd love to tweet with you. We are on Twitter at Dawson Cries, at WAH Dawson Cries. Or if you're not really a social media person, but you want to show us some love, definitely consider leaving us an iTunes review. That would help us out a lot, get more popular. It's always a good thing. We want to be like Jen. We're trying out for head cheerleader, but we need your help to get there. We want those
help
gold
us defeat
pom-poms.
the Belindas of the podcasting world.
Yeah. A vote for us is a vote against Belinda. No,
yes.
No one needs a Belinda.
We won't make any weight jokes.
Nope. No. We're too nice.
Nope.
All right, listeners. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
You can tell we're sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. We'll see you next week, and we hope you're enjoying your Independence Day.
Yeah, hope you had a very happy 4th. All right, we'll see you next week, listeners. Bye.